Hey, it's Warren here again with Copeland Small Engine Repair. Today I'm working on an old steel chainsaw, and I'm going to show you one of the things I check when I'm looking at these chainsaws and weed eaters and blowers. When you got a brand new carburetor and you can't get the thing to run, a lot of times the piston rings will seize to the piston. The cylinder will look good, the piston will look good. You take the muffler off and look in there and everything looks fine, like this one. But one thing I check, I don't just look at it, I take if I can do this, I take a pick like this. It's just like a tiny ice pick. You get them in a little set. Some of them are curved, some of them are a hook. And the piston rings will be expanded out against the cylinder wall. So the rings will be stationary. They'll stay where they're at. So what you want to do is take a real sharp pick and stick it against the piston and wiggle the piston back and forth. The ring's not going to move back and forth because, like I said, it's expanded out against the cylinder wall and it'll stay there. So when you move the piston back and forth like this, the piston should move back and forth, but the ring should stay where it's at. If the ring moves back and forth with the piston, that means the ring has seized to the piston and you won't have the compression you're supposed to. And a lot of times this will fool you. You'll do a compression check and it looks like it has decent compression. But it won't run or won't run right. Take a closer look. And it'll drive you crazy. So if you can, get the muffler off of it. Take your tiny little pick, just stick it against that piston and wiggle it back and forth. And make sure the piston moves separately from the piston ring. And you want to check for scoring and make sure the port isn't clogged up with carbon buildup and everything. And while you got your muffler off, you want to blow through the muffler, make sure it's clear. But it would take a ridiculous amount of carbon to clog up a muffler. And make sure your little screen is clear, the little spark arrestor.